What is going on, guys, and welcome to the top 3 builds summer spring break 2024 edition. Oh yeah. Now, I know what some of you guys are saying, bro, spring break was like a week or two ago. Not the point, these builds are eternal. Let's hop into the video and get into the top 3 builds for today. Build number 1, guys, the savior build. This build is about having a lot of fun and being basically the savior of your team and trying to help save your teammates from getting hooked in the first place. It all starts with background player. This perk activates whenever another survivor is picked up by the killer. For 10 seconds, the next time you run, you will run at a 200% running speed for 5 seconds. This is a ton of speed, and this lets you get a shitload of distance depending on where you're at on the map. Now, the reason why we want this speed whenever the killer picks up your teammates is because of the next perks we'll be running with this build. So we already have background player, which is this awesome team saving exhaustion perk. We're running flashbangs. When we do 50% of a generator, we will unlock the ability to make a flashbang in a locker. When we have these flashbangs, we can use them to create loud noise notifications or to blind the killer. And if you drop it at the right time when the killer's picking up an ally, you can actually save your teammate. It's kind of similar to a flashlight save. So the name of the game is killer picks up your teammate, background player activates, run really quick, run past the killer, drop that flashbang as quick as possible, and try and get a stun on the killer. And that way he'll drop your teammate. Now, if your flashbang is poorly timed or missed, there's a couple other ways you can use this flashbang. Another way is you can run up to a hook, and because we have Saboteur, we'll be able to see all hook auras within 56 meters of us. Plus, we get to see which hooks are the Scourge hooks whenever the killer is picking up our allies. So plan A is to try and get a flashbang save. If that fails, plan B is just to run and use the speed we get from background player just to make it to the hook before the killer can get there. And that way we can sabotage the hook and hopefully give our survivor teammate some time to wiggle out, or at least force the killer to drop them and chase you instead. But that's okay. Also, another thing you can do is you can run up to the hook, drop the flashbang at the hook, and use it to cover yourself while you're using Saboteur, because a lot of times that'll make the killer look away. But I don't recommend doing that all the time because it takes 2.3 seconds to sabo with the Saboteur perk. So sometimes they'll look away, then they'll look back, and they'll still end up hitting you at the hook. But you have a couple options here. First, let's talk about the last perk. Last perk is empathy. We're bringing this because whenever a teammate is injured, we will see their aura wherever they're at on the map. So this way we always know where our injured teammates are at, so we can make sure we get into position to get some flashbang saves and some sabo plays. Now for the last thing with this build, you can bring a flashlight. Flashlights work really well with background player. So instead of going for flashbang saves, you can try to go for flashlight plays, or you can do flashlight plays and flashbang saves. Whatever is your forte, go for it. Another thing you can bring is a really good toolbox like Alex's toolbox for that increased sabotage speed. So you can actually use this toolbox to sabo a little bit quicker than the Saboteur perk, and that could actually come in clutch if you want to get more sabos out of this. Or if you want, you can bring a med kit too. It really doesn't matter. The main thing is rock these 4 perks, and trust me, once you get good with this build, you'll have a lot of fun saving your teammates, and people will just love you. Build number 2 is a classic build, guys. This is the team leader build, one of the best builds out there for helping to carry your team, and we've got a lot of team perks because the point of this build is to make your team as efficient as possible, so that way you save a lot of time and also games just go smoother. It all starts with leader. Leader's a great perk. It makes your teammates heal 25% quicker, unhook, cleanse, open exit gates and chests 25% quicker, boons, totems, you name it. So here's the thing with leader. A lot of people don't like running leader because it's like, oh, this perk doesn't do anything for me. It only helps my teammates out. Well, if you want to be selfish, you can actually just think of leader as a everybody else heals you 25% quicker perk. And when you think about it like that, it actually sounds really good. Like, oh, because I have leader, everybody heals me 25% quicker. So for you selfish people out there, run leader. It's a fun perk and it makes your teammates heal you quicker. Second perk out there, Kindred. This is a perfect perk for a team leader because literally when you're on the hook or any of your survivors are on the hook, you will see the killer's aura within 16 meters of that hook. But not only that, you will see the auras of all other survivor teammates, and then your teammates will see the auras of all other survivors as well. So this makes it a lot easier for teammates, especially uncoordinated teams playing in solo queue, to just see where everybody's at and to understand where the killer's going and to understand who is probably the best one to go for the rescues. Kindred causes a lot of behind the scenes information to be conveyed. That's really beneficial for uncoordinated teams. So Kindred is always a great perk. You love seeing somebody bring this perk in a game, especially if you don't bring it and someone else has it, and you're just always glad they brought Kindred. We'll make it. Can't stop tooting this perk enough. It's amazing. If you haven't used it yet and you've been watching my videos for like the last couple of years, then what are you even waiting for? Literally, perk hasn't changed. It's still awesome. When you unhook someone, you get 100% extra healing speed for a minute and a half. Long ass time. This turns your 16-second heal into a 8-second heal, which is phenomenal. And this lets you reset your teammates super quickly, so you're not wasting time healing teammates. You actually just get to enjoy playing the game because you're not wasting so much time healing. And you will save your team a lot of time if you're the one who's using We'll Make It to reset your team. Also, it pairs really well with Kindred because you can see which way the killer went, so you can make sure you're safe when you go up to unhook and get that rescue. We'll make it, we'll make it, we'll make it. Trust me, use it, it's amazing. And it lasts for a minute and a half, so sometimes you can even use this perk 2, 3, on rare occasions 4 times during that time frame, and it feels pretty damn good when you do. Prove thyself. The last perk, guys, a simple perk. When you work on generators with your teammates, you will get a 10% repair speed bonus. And this bonus is also applied to other survivors working on the gen with you in that range. Kind of fits the theme of our team-based leader build. It just helps us do gens quicker with teammates. We reset teammates quicker. We help our teammates heal quicker, and we help give our team a lot of intel. Amazing, amazing build. And now the final build. The last build on the list, guys, is the Unbreakable Man. This build is all about being as tanky and tenacious as possible without having to actually use like Medal of Man, which is kind of a cheeky perk. But it all starts with Unbreakable. Simple perk. Whenever you're in the dying state, you can fully recover once per trial, and you recover 35% quicker. This perk, it is what it is. Sometimes it is super clutch and works really well. Sometimes you don't really get to use it at all. But the point is, it fits our theme being the Unbreakable Man, that we can get up from the dying state, and there are games where this actually ends up being very, very clutch for you and your team. Dead Hard, the only perk in the game that is an exhaustion perk that lets you tank an extra hit. This will activate whenever we get unhooked, and then we will be able to use Dead Hard when we're injured. If we hit the Dead Hard for 0.5 seconds, we'll have endurance, and if we take a hit during that time frame, we won't go down. Instead, we'll go into deep wound and we'll be able to extend the chase longer. Love it, love it, love it. Still a solid perk despite the nerfs it's had over the last few years. Third perk on the list, Inner Freaking Strength. A really good healing perk. If you see a totem, cleanse the totem. After you cleanse the totem, you have access to Inner Strength. You can go into a locker for 8 seconds to fully heal. Like we said earlier with We'll Make It and the healing build, this is kind of like the version of it that works only for you. It lets you go into a locker and heal yourself in 8 seconds, which is really, really, really freaking good. And you can use it up to 5 times because there's 5 totems in a trial. Not saying you will get to use it 5 times, but even if you only use it like 2 or 3 times, super valuable perk to have and just bring with you for healing. Last perk is Adrenaline. Instantly heal 1 health state and run 150% quicker for 5 seconds when the last generator pops. This just fits hand in hand with what we got going on. Adrenaline for the instant heal and the rapid speed in the end game. Dead Hard to tank extra hits, Inner Strength to keep healing, and Unbreakable to recover from the dying state. Try it out for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. What are you waiting for? Again, I didn't see you smash that like button. Smash the like button. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, and let me know what kind of videos you guys would like to see. I've got some ideas in mind. I was thinking about maybe a top 3 Michaela's lore videos coming up next. Or if there's anybody else's lore you'd like to explore, or if you want to see me making more DBD movies, I've been dabbling in that. Check it out, the Halloween movie I did this last week on the channel. And that's it. Usual biz, guys. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to smile. See you on the next one. Bye.